The story is told that Frederick Douglass, the great slave orator, once said in a mournful speech when things looked dark for his race, "The white man is against us, governments are against us, the spirit of the times is against us. I see no hope for the colored race. I am full of sadness." Just then a poor old colored woman rose in the audience and said, "Frederick, is God dead?" "My friend, it makes a difference when you count God in." Now many a young believer is discouraged and disheartened when he realizes this warfare. He begins to think that God has forsaken him, that Christianity is not all that it professes to be, but he should rather regard it as an encouraging sign. No sooner has a soul escaped from his snare, in other words, like a trap, then a great adversary takes steps to ensnare it again. He puts forth all his power to recapture his lost prey. The fiercest attacks are made on the strongest forts, and the fiercer the battle the young believer is called on to wage, the sure evidence it is of the work of the Holy Spirit in his heart. God will not desert him in his time of need, any more than he deserted his people of old when they're hard pressed by their foes. The old complete victor. This brings me to another verse of the same epistle. "You are God's little children, and have overcome them, because greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world." 1 John 4:4. The only man that ever conquered this world was complete victor, was Jesus Christ. When he shouted on the cross, "It is finished," it was the shout of a conqueror. He had overcome every enemy. He had met sin and death. He had met every foe that you and I have got to meet, and had come off victor. Now, if I got the Spirit of Christ, if I got the same life in me, then I've got a power that is greater than any power in the world. And with that same power, I overcome the world. Notice that every human in this world fails. Every man, the moment he takes his eyes off God, has failed. Every man has been a failure at some period of his life. Abraham failed. Moses failed. Elijah failed. Take the men that have become so famous and that were so mighty. The moment they got their eyes off God, they are weak like other men. And it is a very singular thing that those men failed on the strongest point in their character.